Hello. High pressure has held fast across Europe so far this week, meaning a lot of fine weather. Quite a bank of cloud to the western end of the Med, Tuesday into Wednesday, but not rain bearing. May just bring a little bit more cloud into the Spanish costas and the southern coast of France for a time through the next 24 to 48 hours. But it's this frontal system sinking south out of Scandinavia that's the big one to watch in the days ahead. Under our area of high pressure, it has been actually surprisingly warm for the time of year, particularly in the areas, of course, that have seen some decent sunshine. Some have been stuck with low cloud and fog. But to the north of this frontal system, much colder air starting to push its way in. Still pretty windy across the western side of the Med on Thursday for the Balearics through the Strait of Gibraltar. And then we've got some wet weather pushing in to western Portugal. We'll see that making its way towards Gibraltar on Friday. And this line you see here, the cloud, some snow across the Alps, some rain getting into the Balkans, marks the boundary for that colder air sinking south. Some lovely sunshine to come for Berlin and Warsaw, but it will feel colder than we've been used to. Temperatures on to the early part of next week, staying down the lower end of single figures. For Gibraltar, some drier weather though after that rain clears for Saturday, and the winds should be much lighter then as well. Hello, North America is our destination for this look at the world weather. Still looking pretty stormy to the far northeast across the Canadian Maritimes for Wednesday, thanks to this deep area of low pressure. A low further south pulling out of the deep south leaves clearer weather behind it, but cold air does chase in. Pretty wet though across the Carolinas on Wednesday. And then to the west coast, an area of rain pushing towards Los Angeles and San Diego, and another low pressure heading towards western Canada. Just about stays shy, I think, that rain of Vancouver. But the coastal rain is going to be very persistent this week. We could see up to 6 inches, 15 centimetres of rain for some areas before the week is out. And in terms of mountain snow, totaling maybe up to 20 inches. That's close to 2 feet of snow possible. We'll see a southerly wind, though, a marked southerly wind behind those showers into the southwest of the US, and they really bump the temperatures, those southerly or southwesterly winds for Los Angeles and Phoenix in the days ahead. Cold westerly or northwesterly winds, though, clipping in to the northeast of the US on Wednesday. Some sunshine for New York and Washington, and it looks like that area of low pressure will clear away from the Carolinas quite promptly, but still leave some fairly strong winds affecting coastal areas for a time. But you can see the other effect that I talked about, which is that drop in temperatures as that system pulls away. Hello. In the next couple of days, heavy showers will once again target southeastern Brazil, northern reaches of Paraguay and southern Bolivia. Already we've seen a lot of rain here this week. Before the week is out, we could be totaling up to 4 inches, 100 millimetres for some spots affected. To the south of the continent, a weather front sweeping in will bring some mountain snow to central parts of Chile and quite heavy rain into southern Argentina. Lots of showers across the Amazon basin in the days ahead, some extending further eastwards across the northern coast of Brazil, pushing into Fortaleza. Much of the east coast, fine until we get into the southeast, the Santa Catarina region, for example, Florianopolis, with heavy showers through the days ahead. And there's the front to the south. Behind that front, some colder air pushing in. You can see, though, finally, by the time we get to Sunday, it looks like there may be something a little drier across the southeast of Brazil. Heading further north, the tail end of a frontal system that's been pushing into the deep south of the US could just disturb things a touch across western Cuba in the next 48 hours. Overall, a lot of fine weather across Central America and the Caribbean. However, some heavier showers will just push in to the south of the Gulf of Mexico in the next few days, and I think we will continue with that elevated risk of some showers for Panama. Hello, we're keeping a close eye on the Mozambique Channel at the moment, or more precisely, the satellite imagery across the Mozambique Channel. There's an area of low pressure here that's continuing to deepen, that's now been given a moderate chance of developing into a tropical cyclone in the next 24 hours or so. The low is set to roll eastwards across Madagascar through Thursday and Friday and has the potential to bring 150 millimetres of rain into some areas. That's 6 inches of rain as it does so. So in all likelihood, there will be some flash flooding. Some heavier showers again for Mozambique as far north as Tanzania in the days ahead. To the south of Mozambique, though, a lot more sunshine to come in Maputo Thursday and Friday. To the north of the African continent, largely quiet, but increasingly showery towards the northwest as an area of low pressure pushes in from the Atlantic for Morocco through the latter part of the week into the weekend, and then those showers rolled eastwards towards Algeria. For the northeast of Africa, somewhat cooler than we'd anticipate in Cairo for the next couple of days, thanks to colder air that's been dragged down from Europe. But we will see the temperatures here recovering as we move through Friday and into the weekend. And this band of rain will also bring some cooler conditions for a time to the likes of Damascus. But you can see those temperatures recover very well once the sunshine returns. Hello. In recent days, it's been unseasonably warm across parts of northwestern India, Pakistan, through Afghanistan, as far west as Tajikistan. In the next few days, however, the descent of this weather front is going to bring perhaps unseasonably cold air into this part of the world. It's certainly set to bear some pretty heavy snow showers, especially as it crosses the Hindu Kush. For India, though, the prospects look largely fine in the days ahead. Increasing risk of some showers for Sri Lanka. Also, the tail end of a weather system may just bring some heavier showers into Arunachal Pradesh and Assam and Meghalaya in the next 48 hours. Heading north, though, you can see the colder air there trying to push in to northern Kazakhstan. You can certainly see the snow showing up on our chart across the Hindu Kush. Still on the milder side on Thursday for the likes of Kabul, but that colder air will begin its journey southwards as we finish off the week. Sunshine for the Maldives, for much of India as promised, and also across Bangladesh, although there may be a few heavier showers to the north pushing towards Bhutan and Nepal as well. There's that fall away in temperatures, though, for Tashkent and Kabul in the days ahead. Some quite wet weather for a time in Kabul. Just a little dent in the temperatures there for Islamabad as that weather front pushes in. I don't think we'll see anything in the way of rain, however. Lots of sunshine generally, though, across this part of the world in the days ahead. Hello. In the last 24 hours or so, some very heavy rain has affected southern Thailand and also the northern islands, particularly Luzon in the Philippines. You can see the bright white areas here indicating intense thundery showers. The monsoon rains are still looking fairly active across southern Indonesia, and there's more downpours to come for Borneo and Brunei. But the northern Philippines and southern Thailand should be much drier through Thursday. High pressure extending its way eastwards for the north out of eastern China will mean some fine weather for the Korean Peninsula and Japan. Also, pretty warm air moving its way through here, albeit briefly in the days ahead. You see further showers here affecting Jakarta and Brunei. For Beijing, up to 15 degrees on Thursday, 17 for Seoul Friday, 18 for Tokyo on Saturday, but then cooler conditions quickly move in behind that surge of warm air. We still have Niran sitting close to the Queensland coast on Thursday, a severe tropical cyclone, but staying offshore as the forecast has it at the moment. However, strong winds will affect the Queensland coast. Wet weather for the southwest of Australia, quite chilly conditions into the southeast behind this weather front. Some very wet weather for parts of the North Island on Thursday. Bit of a break between weather fronts as we finish off the week, but then showers pushing up from the south will arrive into Auckland on Sunday.